Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Gravitar, and this was created by Atari in 1982. This is a color vector game, and it is probably the most difficult game I have ever played in my friggin' life. It's incredibly hard. What you have to do is you have to go to these different planets and destroy these cannons that are on each planet. Little red cannons that fire at you, and you have to fight overwhelming gravity that's trying to pull you into the planet and destroy you. But there's various different terrains that you come down to. You do not want to land on the planet, unlike an earlier Atari game called LUNAR LANDER. You do not want to land on the planet. You touch it and you're dead. If the cannons shoot you, you're dead. And here is one of the planets that you can go to. Here is the surface. See those red cannons there? You do have a little tractor beam. There's a button to make a tractor beam, and all that does is collect extra fuel from those little blue squares there. You touch it with the tractor beam, and it ejects like a little upside-down V out of your ship. Just touch it with the tractor beam, the little blue square, and you'll get your fuel refilled a little bit. If your fuel runs down to 0, your game will end. And you expend fuel trying to fight the gravity on each planet. We'll go ahead and get started. But God, this game is really friggin' hard. The gravity is just brutal. Now you start out, you get to pick which one you want to start at, and you'll get a certain bonus for completing it. Now there's one of the terrains that have a very cavernous, very cave-like terrain. There'll be areas where the cannons are hiding inside, and it's very, very tricky to maneuver around. If you take a little while to complete a planet, then UFOs will come and bother you, and they'll often bother you while you're trying to select a planet. But once you destroy all the cannons on a surface, that planet will blow up, and you get to select a new planet. And now we've got another cavernous type surface here. This is so difficult to get around. Ah, crap. It's just so damn hard. Let's try it again here. Fortunately, all the cannons that you destroyed are gone. There, we'll collect some fuel. It's just so tricky trying to maneuver around without crashing into something. Shit. Try it again. Now I just got 3 more cannons to destroy. Destroy all the cannons, and then you simply fly off of the planet and off the screen, and then the planet will blow up. I would not... Jesus Christ! I would not worry too terribly much about all the blue squares trying to get your fuel replenished. Worry about that at another time. I mean, most of them are going to be in really hard to reach spots anyway. Yay! There. Now, mission is complete. Get off the planet and fly out of there. There we go. Now we if you get close to the UFOs in the planet selection area, then you go to a separate screen where you have to face them. They generally don't shoot very often. You should be able to pick them off, usually without much trouble. Now, we go to a planet where these cannons are really hard to reach. You get an extra life every 10,000 points. Yeah. Oh, I flew off it. If you fly off without, without beating the planet or whatever, then you'll have to go back down to the planet. But any cannons you destroyed will stay destroyed, I believe. And we'll try this planet and see if I can see how many cannons I can destroy before my game is inevitably gonna end. Yeah, I got a couple. That's Gravitar. We'll look at a couple of the other types of stages in a little bit. Other planets. There's one that has a ridiculously unfair narrow passageway you have to make your way through and destroy this reactor, and then you have to get out before the planet blows up and takes you with it. You have a little timer. We'll look at that in a second. A couple of the different terrains. Game just gets harder and harder, and it's already brutally hard. Here's one of the there was one of the planet surfaces, and we'll look at another in just a second. That star thing that doesn't have a score above it, that will kill you if you run into it, and the gravity from it tries to pull you in. But that's one of the surfaces. And here is that one I was telling you about, this little narrow passageway. You have to shoot the reactor, that little purple thing, in time. You just don't have much room to maneuver. I put on cheats. I just said screw it. But you have to shoot that reactor and then get out in time. There. Link activated. I don't know what that means, but you have to fly out of there. And then you beat it. And now this here, there is a way, I guess, to get inside the walls if you position your ship just right and sneak in at an angle. Then you can get inside the walls and you can shoot the tanks from behind, or the cannons from behind. Extremely helpful. But it's really, really hard to pull off, and I've never done it. But that would make the game a lot easier. But that was Gravitar, created by Atari in 1982, a vector color game that is notoriously, brutally difficult. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Gravitar by Atari in 1982, and I will catch you later in the future with another game. See you then, folks. Bye-bye.